I'm going to be honest. Freelancing while studying is a challenge. It's not really impossible to do, but it's pretty close to that. Hi, I am Essea. I am a student freelancer as of the moment, and I am here to help you kickstart your freelancing career. So you may be wondering how I started freelancing and all of that. I started freelancing while I was still in college, and I still am, because it is a great way to actually make money while I study. And it is also a great way to get experience in the field. But the funny thing is that my main reason why I started working was because I was bored. Yes, I was bored and I wanted to just, look up and save up some money just for my shopping things and all that. But look at where I am now. But of course, it is a fun and exciting career that you may actually want to consider as we go along. Most of the time, I would encourage students and those who are interested in starting freelancing, especially if they want to grow their career, to start as soon as possible. The sooner you start, the sooner that you'll be able to build your portfolio and create a name for yourself and be an expert in the field. So here are some tips how I started freelancing while studying. Number 1. Research what type of work you want to do before you go out there. Before you dive into an industry and start taking on clients, you have to do your research because it is very important. It's tempting to jump right in, especially if you're inspired by the idea of making money, doing something you love. But before you get started, take some time to actually figure out what kind of work you want and what market that you want to dive into. Let me repeat that. When you're freelancing, it's important to know what type of work and market you want to do and explore before you go out there. Otherwise, it can be overwhelming and difficult to figure out where to start. You may be wondering or might question yourself, where should I start? What market should I dive into and explore? Start by looking at the needs of your community and your industry. Ask yourself, what kinds of jobs are people looking for? What types of businesses need help in marketing? How could I bring value to them? Those 3 questions are some questions that you will actually want to ask yourself before you dive into freelancing. If there are a lot of people offering similar services, try thinking about what you can offer that is different or what is unique than what's already available. Then once you've got an idea for the type of work that you want to do and the idea of where it fits into the local and international economy, put out some fillers. Reach out on LinkedIn or Facebook groups and many other freelancing platforms related to the niche you want to pursue. Remember, the more informed you are about the industry and the type of work you want to pursue, the better off you'll be. You'll be able to set clear goals for yourself in your career, which will help you keep track as you grow in your freelancing career. Next, make sure you have some type of portfolio available online. Okay, you know what you want to do, you know how to do it, but how can you prove it? If you're a student or someone thinking about freelancing, I've got some tips for you. 1. That type of portfolio could be a graphic, video, website, or blog, but contains the examples of your work so that people can actually see what you do. Since I was a student, my first portfolio was my own blog page. Yes, I am a blogger, and if you want to see some of my writings, you may check out the links down below. Shameless plug! Anyways, get your creativity out there and just post it online. Number 2, get out there and start talking to people. If you're looking for freelance work, don't be afraid to reach out to companies directly. They're always looking for new interns or new talents, but also be careful because there are some scammers. Number 3, be prepared with a plan B. As an INFJ, always having a plan B, it's important not to get too attached when starting out as a freelancer. Just because one client says no doesn't mean no one else will say yes. Take note of that. Detachment is important when it comes to freelancing, but I will talk about it in the next few videos. And so, as I gave those tips, you may be wondering why a portfolio is very important. Just like an employee applying for a job, it is also difficult for our clients, for your market, to actually hire someone they've never met, which is why having an online portfolio is important to them. It allows them to get an idea of what kind of work you do and whether or not they'll like to hire you based on the information. Next, stick with 1 or 2 projects at a time so you don't get overwhelmed. Note to self. When you're a student and a freelancer, it can be tempting to actually take as many projects as you want. But the truth is, it's better to focus on 1 or 2 more projects and move on to another. You'll get more done and you'll avoid getting overwhelmed and frustrated by unfinished work. Don't be like me who handled 13 clients all at once. Trust me, you'll get overwhelmed, but I survived though, thankfully. But if you're good at time management and you can handle almost 2 to 5 clients, it will all depend on how you work. Just make sure that you do your best in each of the projects you actually work on and never sacrifice the quality of your work despite the income they pay you. There are so many things to do as a student, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. It's also easy to get distracted by all the opportunities that come your way. But you can't let yourself be pulled in every direction. You have to stay focused on 1 or 2 projects at a time. That way, when you're done with that project, you'll have the time to think about what's next. And when you do that, you'll be able to make sure that what comes next is something worth working on. And so if you're a student or someone that is looking to take some extra cash, freelancing is a great option. You can find jobs that align with your interests and schedule, and you can take on as much as projects as you want. However, there are some things to keep in mind if you want to ensure your freelancing experience is a good one. The first thing to remember is that freelancing is a job. You'll have deadlines and responsibilities just like any other job out there. Make sure that you have enough time to set aside for work so that you don't get overwhelmed by the number of projects or clients that you have. Also, make sure that you're taking care of yourself while working. Make sure to eat healthy food, drink plenty of water, drink tea or coffee, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep each night. If you do this, then the job will be much easier for both yourself and the clients that you have. And so if you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to my channel and comment down what you've learned in this video and anything that you want to ask me about freelancing or life or anything else. That's it. See you on my next one.